Before we get started, make sure that the sauna is unplugged from the wall outlet. Some tools that will be needed will be a small to medium-size ladder, and a Phillips head screwdriver, or a power tool with a Phillips head attachment. After you have your ladder positioned, proceed by removing the front and rear dust covers by removing the screws. You can now unplug the main power cord from the power box itself. This will be the large black cord going into the left side of the power box. Next, remove the 2-pin connectors that are traveling to the power box from each wall of the sauna. Now remove the signal line from the front of the power box. This will be a 5-pin circular connector with a silver twist ring keeping it in place, and this will need to be unscrewed before the connector can be removed. Now let's disconnect the transformer from the power box. This will have 2 different ends that both connect to the front of the power box. Disconnect the 2-pin connectors from the front of the power box. Disconnect the 2-pin connector from the front of the box that connects to the small black transformer connected to the lighting harness. Now that we have the old version of power box disconnected, we can install the new 2-box setup. Place the larger box labeled SPB1 towards the front wall on the roof and the box labeled SPB2 behind it. On the right and left sides of the SPB2 and the SPB1, you will find a matching pair of SG15 and SG16 6-pin connectors that will connect to each other. On the left side of the SPB2, connect the 2-pin connector to the S2 connector coming from the left wall. Connect the 2-pin SG14 connector to the S5 connector that will be traveling to the front wall. On the right side of the SPB2 box, connect the 2-pin towards the rear of the box to the S3 connector going to the back wall, and the 2-pin connector towards the front to the S4 connector going to the right wall. Coming from the front of the SPB1, you will have 2 double-pin connectors with red and white wires labeled SG8 on the left side and SG6 on the right side that will connect to both ends of the transformer found in front of the SPB1. On the left side of the front of the SPB1, there will be a 4-pin connector labeled G7 that will connect to the corresponding 4-pin connector labeled S30. On the right-hand side of the front of the SPB1, there will be a 2-pin connector labeled G5 that will connect to the small black lighting transformer connected to the lighting harness. Connect the 5-pin signal line to the other 5-pin circular connector labeled S7. After you feel the pin slide into place, be sure to screw down the metal ring found on this connector. If this connection is not secure, it can cause a clicking noise and flashing exterior lights. You can now hook up the main power cord into the left side of the SPB1 box and return the dust covers to their original position. You can now plug the power cord back into the wall outlet and turn the control panel on and test the heaters to ensure everything is working correctly.